Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where last episode we made a little bit of slow grinding progress in Africa, but things are definitely not fast-paced in this war, that's for sure. Now we do have these 4 marine divisions, and what do we want to do with them? We had kicked around the idea of invading here, or invading like out over this direction perhaps? Maybe. Actually, that might not be a terrible concept. Our main issue with that is that we don't have any naval bases over on this side. So I'm going to order them to move here, and we're going to start building naval bases here, but it's going to be a little bit before that's ready to go. So that looks good for now, and we do have a prototype decision that we can do. This is for our super heavy howitzer, and we're going to focus on firepower. Cool. So that seems fine for the moment. Now, our modern tanks are net negative slightly. It seems like our mechanized is slightly positive, so that's good. I think that our tanks will get there. But as of right now, this is looking fine, broadly, but we do very much need to have our tanks start doing things. That'd be a nice thing to have. As of right now, they're not. And mostly we're making gains through infantry attacks, which is definitely not ideal. But actually, I'm looking at this situation here and I'm thinking, these guys are definitely struggling to hold out here. Oh, that's very interesting. There's no logistical connection here and here. That's very, very interesting. Okay, so there's good logistical connection up over this direction. This way, though, they've got problems. I'm thinking about pulling this tank army here. Deleting all of their orders, pulling the tank army down to here. So they're going to hop on down, and they're going to be down here now, with their goal being similar to this. Offensive line to right there, like that. They can go ahead and execute that as soon as they're ready. So they'll get into position, and hopefully they'll start making some actual gains there. Now, this area here, we're just dug in on. We're not attempting to make any progress here yet, because we want to wrap up some of these fronts. So that seems fine for now. They've got superior numbers on us, but they cannot replenish their troops. They can't recruit more troops. They have no manpower. This is all they've got. Their numbers are just going down from here. So that is absolutely fantastic for us. Our tanks are getting into position, and we're starting to see some effect here. If we can take Kamina, then that probably means this entire region falls. Now, they do have a logistics hub here, and that's understood. But Kamina is definitely a big portion of what they've got. And they're retreating here. So we are making progress here. That looks good. We are concerned about our war support. What do we got going on here? 45 days? Okay. So not a lot that we can do about it right now, but we'll get there. So we want to take Kamina. That is a huge priority, but our forces need to get into position here first. We've managed to push here, and that's also a good sign. Look at that. We're attacking Kamina without even being ordered, and we're winning this engagement with our tanks not even attacking. Get in here, tanks. Kamina is of vital importance right now. Now, our construction is proceeding. We need more steel, and that's going to be the core problem with adding these additional military factories. But they are going to come in, and that means that we're going to prioritize construction of modern tanks, and that's probably fine. Probably for the best. So pushing in and taking Kamina is a very big deal here. And we got it. So Kamina is now under our control. Ukrainian Congo just capitulated. Okay. I didn't actually expect that, but I should have. So I'm wondering right now, do we have anyone guarding this? And the answer is no. I'm going to grab this single division here, and it's going to head over here instead. We don't need it here. It's going to head here. So that seems fine. We want to make sure that we're digging in there because we're pretty weak on our defenses here. We also are going to want to make sure that we have infrastructure in this area, which apparently is queued up. And then we want to make sure that this is getting good logistics connections. So that looks great. We'll get this motorized. And now we'll just continue to push in over here for now. So if we can get pushed down to here, the next plan is to push from here to the sea, and then to sweep up and around, take this all out, and then we can focus everything on Ukrainian Abyssinia up over this direction. That's the plan here. Now, this is not going to be fast. It's not going to be dramatic. It's not going to be exciting. But it is going to be eventually effective. But it will take time. So we're dug in heavily over in these areas. I want to make sure that we have solid defenses. We need defenses here. Okay, we'll get that going. Seems good for now. Now, we've got these guys here. Do we have anyone going here? Because there's nothing here right now. These guys are retreating. Okay, I see. We'll still push them out of here. This is fine. So we want to push up to here and set up a defensive line here. These are all temporary defensive lines, by the way. So that'll be absolutely fine. This is tanks, right? Yeah, that's tanks. Okay, so I want to move these guys in here for now. That'll do. We do have a railway gun that we could attach somewhere. I think we'll probably go ahead and attach that here. I don't really care. It's fine. Wait, we're making progress here? Ish. We're making progress-ish. Oh, we got this as well. That's huge. All of these units need to attack here. Get that stack wiped. Okay, I think what we're seeing right now is the result of them being unable to replenish their forces. We're starting to actually see some grinding progress on this side. That's good. We're seeing more grinding progress down this way, of course, and that's exactly what we want to see here. So we're just going to continue to work on pushing in over this way. We're trying to get to this line and then to this line, ideally. If we can cut them off from the sea, these guys are completely surrounded and this entire area falls. So that's the plan here. And we're actually making solid progress here. And I think this is because of their manpower crisis. They have a very significant manpower crisis. What are they on for their manpower? They're on limited conscription, and I'm not sure that they're allowed to go further. They need to have the... They need to not have the economy law undisturbed isolation, and they need to not have the economy law isolation. Can they go any further here? I think they can, actually. I don't think they can get down to service by requirement, although we could. I don't want to. So yeah, we're making some progress out over this direction. Again, if we can push up to here and get this choke point, that's going to cause this entire area to be not necessarily fully collapsed, but a lot more stressed, for sure. So down over this direction, how is this going? The answer is we've made further progress, and that is fantastic. So this army is going to need to be up over here, but we really are going to need 2 units for that. This is a tank division as well. Okay, that's noted. What do we got here? This is more recruitment finished up. That's a tank unit, so we're going to get that over here. Perfect. They're trying to break out over this direction. It's not going to go well for them. So we're just continuing to slowly push in over this direction. There's not a lot going on over here right now, and that's understood. Now, we did just finish up a tank unit, which means that we needed 300 additional tanks for this, right? So I want to check in on where we are here. 8151. That number is slightly lower. Okay. Steel is a very major concern at this moment. But this push is good. If we can take Kasama, that's again going to be a victory point and a logistics hub for us. So logistics is going to be very useful, no doubt about that. And pushing down like this We're going to have a hard time pushing them out of these mountains, I suspect, but overall, I'm very pleased with how this is going right now. So we can grab Mountain Infantry 3. I don't care about it, but we can grab it. Anything else in here? Not really. Okay. There's not a lot that we can take, but we can definitely start working on Navy stuff. We don't have a lot of Navy stuff right now. Our naval ships are hot garbage, so we need to keep that in mind. Okay, so checking in out over here, they've definitely got supply issues out over this direction. Beautiful. This is exactly what we want to see. So Ukraine appears to be not really collapsing right now, but they're struggling to hold on. And that's good. That's what we want here. We'd like it if they were in full collapse right now, but they're not in that position. We're having a hard time attacking down this direction, and I'm guessing logistics are getting pretty slim down here. Yeah. So if we aren't going to take this, which it looks like we didn't, we may want to consider building our own logistics hub right down over here. It's going to take some time to get that done, but let's go ahead and take this on down like that. We'll get some logistics down here of our own. We're going to need logistics to break through these mountains, and they've got a lot of reinforcements in here right now, so we'll just hold off for the moment, and this seems relatively fine. Up this direction, we have not managed to push in here, but we're definitely making some progress. Okay, so that all seems fine for right now. The real story here is our tanks, which appear to be about neutral-ish in terms of their production. We'd like them to be a little bit more produced, obviously. That'd be nice, but we're not in that position. I want to check in here, and we can definitely exhort heroism and bolster spirits. We're going to do that. So that sounds good. We're working on pushing down this direction. It's going to be hard to push them out of these mountains, and that's going to take some time, which is part of the reason why we're building a logistics hub down over here. When is that going to be finished? That's going to be done on 4 October. So that's going to take a while. No doubt about that. We'll just continue to work through some of these naval researches for now. We can definitely do that. That'll be fun. Okay, so we have insufficient resources, yes. Available special projects, sure. We'll work on anechoic tiles. That'll be fine. And I want to make sure that our infrastructure down here is good. It's not. We're going to need to build that. And we're also interested on the bottom of the queue in building anti-air guns down this direction. So that'll all be fine for now. And anti-air guns out over here, also at the bottom of the queue. I don't expect that these will be all that impactful in the war down here, which is why they're going on the bottom of the queue below even these. So that'll be fine. We'll get that all underway. Now, this naval base over here, we can start working on a naval invasion out over this direction. I don't know if they have anyone over here. We'll see. If we can take this, that's potentially a very big deal logistically. Not in terms of like resources or land control, but in terms of logistics, that's a very big deal. So we'll get that going. That seems fine. And down this direction, our real concern is that we need to keep pushing into these mountains. And it seems like it's working, surprisingly. If we just took this position, that's a huge deal. That's a big chunk of the mountains. They did move reinforcements in. So that's good to know. Additional reinforcements are likely going to be moving in, but we've pushed out those reinforcements. More reinforcements do indeed come in. And we're pushing them out as well. That's a very good sign. They were unable to hold that position. Now, we may be unable to hold the position as well. We'll see. No, it seems fine, actually. So, the reason why this was such a big deal is because of this rail line that runs like this. That means that their rail line is now only this rail line. And I'm going to order these guys to attempt an attack. No. Okay. I just wanted to see what would happen there. We have forces moving up over here, and we'll likely attempt an attack somewhere over here shortly. Okay, we're attacking here right now, and that seems relatively fine. If we can take this, I will cancel the logistics hub that's going in over here. But we'll see if that ends up happening. So for now, our African push is actually working quite well. So we're still working on getting this dealt with, right? We still need to get all of that done. So this order is still valid. Pushing this direction is absolutely fine. Is that a logistics hub? No, it's not. Okay, just wanted to check. Okay, Z33 capitulated. They didn't have anybody at all up over here, did they? Apparently they did. They are currently attacking. Wait, is Delhi in this? Apparently Delhi is in this war. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Why are they in this? Oh, they're a puppet of Ukraine. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So I didn't expect I didn't expect Delhi to be in this. That's not necessarily a huge problem, but we may not be able to hold this area. For now, I'm going to build up land forts here, and we're going to give up on this spot, most likely. And we're just going to try to hold in Karachi. If we can hold on to this, then that's a very big deal. If we can push out, that's an even bigger deal, but I would be a little surprised if that happens. So building up the naval base levels here would be very good. Apparently there is no naval base here. Okay, that's exciting. I expect that they're going to keep attacking here and not allow us to build this up, but I mean, this is going to be done on 5 July. This is currently going to be done on 26 July. Yeah, they're already attacking here. We are currently losing this defense. Yeah, they're attacking this a little bit more aggressively than we'd like. We're probably going to lose these Marines. That's okay. I don't mind it. Yeah, there they go. So that's fine. We'll just make a note that Delhi is in this. I didn't realize that. That was a miscalculation on my part. So down over this direction, how is this going? We've made a little bit more progress here. Okay. They've got quite a lot of forces here, but if we can take this position, that's actually a very big deal. This attack is also a very big deal. This would be incredible if we took this. I don't think that we're going to, but this position, this is very undefended here. Now, our logistics out over this direction are bad. Very bad. This is a logistics hub for them down here. Our logistics hub here is not going to be built at this point until 8 September. So that's a long ways in the future. Our logistics over here are grim because we failed to take this location and we haven't taken this location yet either. So this logistics hub will definitely fix that problem, but not for a while. So that's definitely something to think about. Okay, up over this direction, I don't care about this as of right now. That's irrelevant. How are things looking up on this front? Basically status quo. No major change. I do want to get some additional land forts built here to make it very, very difficult for them to push back on us over this direction. So we'll get going on that. That'll be fine. We'll just get that dug in for now, and that looks fine. So mostly at this moment, what we're waiting for is we're waiting for our logistics hub down over here. That's what we need more than anything right now. If we check in here, we can see our number of tanks, negative. But our steel is really, really bad. And I can't say I'm shocked about that. Ukraine is definitely raiding our steel situation. That's absolutely 100% what's happening. Yeah, we were kicked out of Karachi. That makes complete and total sense. Not surprised about that. We'll not try that again for a while anyway. Now that we know that Delhi is there, we need to have other forces not tied up before we think about doing that. So this all seems fine. And at this moment, we can grab the 36 cruiser. Seems good. We can also grab some doctrines here, and I want to grab masked bomber formations, and then flying fortress, and that'll be fine for now. We can also grab integrated convoy defense, submarine operations, that'll be fine. And then we can take combined arms, we can take tactical control, and we can take air-land battle. Perfect. So that seems fine. That'll get us some boosts here, but these guys, they're struggling, and they're going to keep struggling until the logistics get under control out over here. The logistics are not good out this direction, that's for sure. It takes a really long time to build the logistics hub. We're still a month away at this moment. So we'll leave that be. I'm not too concerned about getting anything done over there just yet. And we can see that they are definitely struggling to attack us out over here. And how are we doing on these defenses? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty well on them. Beautiful. So they're going to continue to exhaust themselves. Let's check their manpower. Have they upped their conscription law yet? Apparently not. Interesting. I wonder if they're incapable of it. I don't know. They may not be allowed to up their conscription law, which would be very good for us. That'd be incredibly good. So for now, the war rages, and as we've seen, the world tension is slowly going up. Mostly due to capitulations, and that's understood. There's only so many of those that will happen, but this peace deal, whew, that's going to be a lot of world tension. No doubt about it. They're trying to very heavily attack over here. They're trying to not give us time to reinforce. I'm assuming we have good logistics here, right? Good-ish. We could definitely mobilize this, but this is mobilized and it's fine. But we're digging in further over this direction. Like, at this moment, this is at 3 of 7. Let's move that back up here. I don't know how that got unqueued, but sure. They're going to keep attacking here, but this is going to continue to go poorly. This is a mountain province, and we're dug in. This is going to go very poorly for them. So down over this direction, it's 22 August at this juncture. Oh, we have a couple of extra infantry units. Let's go ahead and send them to the front. Perfect. So down over this direction, as I was saying, it's 24 August. We're going to be finishing up our logistics hub down here very, very shortly. 5 September at this point. Okay, so that is incredibly close to finishing. So down this direction, we're mostly chilling at this moment. We will start attacking again as soon as we have logistics being fulfilled down here. We do see a small probing attack here. We're not going to get much out of that, and that's fine. We're also going to see the infrastructure down here finish at a similar time, which is also a big deal as far as supplies in this province go. So that'll be absolutely great. That is now done. And this logistics hub is going to be done now. So with that, we can now motorize this, and boom, we've got logistics fulfillment out here. So that means that we're going to start attacking with significantly more regularity at this juncture, after these guys reinforce a little bit. So that'll take a little time. That's understood. I want to check in on tanks. 8168. We're kind of spinning our wheels on that. And steel is the main issue at this moment. Steel is absolutely the main issue. So that's noted. We need to get our hands on all of the steel that we can. Getting out of this war with Ukraine would be good, but there's only so much we can do on that front, right? So as of right now, we're trying pretty heavily to attack right here, and that's fine. I don't hate it. I think it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So we do have these military factories finishing. Again, the problem there is steel at this moment, and we're going to be working on these anti-air. So that'll be useful for us as well. So for the moment, this is looking fine. Depth charge throwers have been finished. We can just continue to work on all of this. This is absolutely A-okay. And next up, we can grab the basic cruiser armor scheme, and we can grab the 36 heavy ship. Cool. So we have these armored divisions. They're going to head on down. Perfect. So now the question is, how can we start dislodging some of these guys down over here? Well, at the moment, I think our main benefit here is just patience. I think we need to just wait a bit and whittle them down with small-scale attacks. These are going to be tough areas to conquer. We've got a mountain province here, a mountain province here, a mountain province here. This is a forest province, right? This hills province might not be the worst for us to attempt to attack. But even then, it's pretty bad. So let's pull back out of this attack. I'm just trying some probing attacks here to see where we stand. It's not great, right? No doubt about that. So that's going to take a little while to break through this area. We can grab the 1940 cruiser. That'll be fine. But it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue to push through Africa here. If we can get a breakthrough down this direction and start clearing up particularly these naval bases. These are level 1 naval bases. How are they getting supplies in here? Well, okay then. That's noted. We might want to get aggressive then, if that's the case. We'll think about that for next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Spock, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.